all set? Everybody up? Yep. Thank you, John.
There you go. Hey, good morning, everyone. My name is John Romero. I'm the Public Information Officer here with the Lakewood Police Department. First and foremost, we just want to extend our deepest sympathies to the families of the victims of this tragic incident from last night. Right now, the number one focus of the Lakewood Police Department is to fully investigate this crash and to bring justice to these families and for these victims as well. Today with me I have Agent Ty Countryman with the Lakewood Police Department. I also have Tamara Rollison with CDOT. They're going to give you an update on where we are in our investigation with the crash and also an update on where we are with road closures in the area. So first up will be Ty Countryman, agent with the Lakewood Police Department.
Good morning. Since we've talked this morning earlier, we have, like I said before, taken a person into custody and made an arrest. This gentleman was charged with 4 counts of vehicular homicide. He was lodged at Jefferson County Jail. His name, and we will get this out on print to you here shortly, last name is Aguilera, hyphenated, Medeiros, and I'll give spellings when we're done here. First name is Rogel, middle name is Lazaro, and his birthday was 11/21 of 95. He's a resident out of Texas, and that's where we kind of stand as far as the suspect goes in this. The investigation showed that he was driving eastbound on I-70 in his semi, the one that we've seen on some of the videos, the flatbed carrying the load of wood. He loses control of the vehicle coming down I-70. Traffic was backed up just on the south side of the Denver West Parkway, given the crash that was way up by Ward Road and Kipling Street. At that time of day, we all know I-70 can be very, very jammed up. He can't stop, doesn't stop, and ends up colliding with several cars. And as a result of that, the fire ensues, and we have what everybody saw from the videos. The number of cars is still the same. 28 vehicles, 24 cars, 4 semis, and the number of confirmed fatalities is 4. We are still working with the coroner's office on identifying all the bodies and working with them on that. So right now we don't have any IDs of any of the victims, and that is a long process that the coroner's office is going to have to go through. So I would say, be patient with us and go from there. So the investigation, like I said, right now is cleanup. The cars are being removed as we speak. There is just a bunch of debris from this crash that took place. The carnage was significant, just unbelievable, and it's taken a long process to do that. So as we said before, when we get the roadway cleared up for the accident side and the police department side, then we turn it over to CDOT so they can work on the maintenance part of it for the roadway and the bridge. If you have any questions for me, I'll answer those, and then if not, we'll turn it over to Tamara from CDOT.
Have you looked at some, you mentioned videos. We've seen videos. Do you know where perhaps he might have lost control of his truck up on I-70? And did he pass one of those truck ramps? We saw a video that looks like perhaps he may have. Is that part of your investigation?
We've seen that same video, and we're working to confirm it. We can't confirm that's him. And that's what we're working on just through some of our resources and technology to make sure we can confirm that's the same truck, given it's about 3-4 miles from here. Where he lost control, that is still part of the investigation. We're still looking into that. We have witnesses that we want to talk to again and re-interview. I think they can certainly help us with kind of a timeline or a time frame of where all this took place. So, like I said, we're not confirming any of the video right now. We've seen it and we've got it too. We're just trying to make sure it's the right guy the truck we're looking at.
Is the working theory though it started several miles away?
The driving, yes. Yes.
Do you know how much experience he had with truck driving? We had heard he possibly had just gotten out of truck driving school.
I can tell you I know some of that, but we're not releasing any of that. That's part of the investigation that we want to look into a little deeper as far as history and some of that.
He's only 23 years old.
Correct.
Ty, can you tell us the trucking company that he was working for?
I honestly don't know it. I know that the investigators down at the crash site have it. I just haven't seen them to put it all together, for that.
Have you looked into whether he had an active CDL license?
Yes, he did have a CDL license, and it was out of Texas.
And we asked you this before about blood and alcohol. Is that answer still the same, that there was no evidence of?
Yeah, nothing has changed with that.
And is he cooperating and does he speak English, the driver?
Is cooperating, and we did use a translator in the investigation for the interview, but there was some English being spoken.
Sure. Can you talk a little bit about evasive action, any honking of the horn or anything that he was trying to do while he was coming down the hill, or was there any of that?
That's part of the interviews with the witnesses, and that's part of the investigation. We want to see really what took place from where he got on I-70, and that's what we're looking at, is where did that happen at, and what happened between that point and the time of the crash.
You said
Any
he's
preliminary information on that, on driving on the median, or?
No, that's all part of the investigation we're kind of working on and building our case for.
We know he's from Texas, but obviously he was coming from the west. Was his trip originating somewhere west in Colorado, Salt Lake City? Do you know that?
No, the investigators are looking at what his route was, or what his, I guess route's the best way to put it. I don't know what his starting point and ending point was supposed to be.
Can you talk a little bit about 28 vehicles involved and this kind of vehicle crash and clown incident? Can you talk a little bit about the scene and about some of these people ended up at the hospital? Were they pulled out by other drivers? Can you talk a little bit about how people survived?
Some of the drivers were able to get out on their own and kind of move to safety, and then when West Metro and the first responders, like I said last night, we had some great assistance from Colorado State Patrol, Jefferson County Sheriff's Department, West Metro Fire, Golden Fire helped. I'm sure I'm missing somebody here, and obviously Lakewood was a first responder on that too. So between that, yes, there were injuries, but these people were able to get out and get away from the extreme danger, and then West Metro was able to treat them and transport them and go from there.
Could there be more than 4 fatalities though at this point?
There is a possibility. I just don't, from what I'm hearing at the scene, that at this time we don't think there is, but we do know we have 4 that are confirmed.
Have you notified those 4 families?
No, the coroner's office is working on identifying them, so then we can go contact relatives.
Are you able to tell us if any were children?
That I don't know. Like I said, out of the 4 of them, I don't know that answer.
Ty, can you, back to the driver again, can you tell us anything about his status here in the U.S.? Is he a citizen?
No, I can't. No, I can't. I'm not going to comment on that right now.
Could he face more charges as this investigation continues?
Absolutely. Yes, as the investigation continues, if we find and feel that different charges or more charges are appropriate, and the district attorney's office, works with us and we work with them, then certainly more charges can certainly be added.
What's his demeanor? Is he remorseful?
He's cooperative. Like I said a few minutes ago, he spoke with us, and as far as attitude and demeanor and all that, I'm not going to comment on that.
Can you tell us, I asked this earlier about trucks coming down that particular stretch of road with that grade and maybe that one last turn-off chance they have. Is this something that is a problem for other trucks, or was this very specific to this person's actions yesterday?
No, I think it's a concern for any truck coming down that hill and anywhere from, I guess you could say Floyd Hill. I mean, you could almost say the Continental Divide. As far as how their driving goes, that's on the truckers and their equipment. And obviously every case is different there. I know in the past there have been truck fires or brake fires or whatever you want to call it. But it's a kind of a random thing. It's not every truck has these issues.
Ty, all of that said, what are the responsibilities and parameters, legally perhaps, of a driver out on I-70, any of the interstates here in Colorado, to keep control of the vehicle?
That's exactly it. Keep control of your vehicle. Without control, it doesn't matter if it's a fully loaded semi or a smaller hatchback. You are responsible for your vehicle as it drives on the roadway.
It doesn't necessarily appear, that he could have turned off anywhere else, though, necessarily once past maybe that last turnoff. Is that part of the investigation or any other?
I think there were some off ramps he could have taken. I think given some of the details in the crash, I'm not sure those would have been good choices either.
I apologize if I missed this, but did you mention the company that he was driving for?
No, I did not mention it, and right now I don't know it. The investigators might have that information, but I haven't seen it or heard what it is.
With regards to the victims, at this point, do you know, did they succumb to the fire or were they killed in the initial crash?
I have no idea. That'll be a coroner determination. As far as, like you said, was it because of the crash or because of the fire? That I don't know.
Is it possible that he was asleep at the wheel?
It's a possibility. At this point, I think all the possibilities are out there. I know through, like I've said before, witnesses and some videos and evidence and stuff. We're looking at all the possibilities, and that'll just be part of the case.
Beyond that one video of the YouTube blogger that we talked about earlier, is there other video that you've been able to obtain to look at?
From witnesses, yes.
How many can you say?
I don't know the number of them.
I believe earlier you said that they were single occupancy vehicles most likely. Do you still believe each one of those?
Yes. The four victims in this were all single occupants. There was no more than one in each car, if that makes sense.
Construct a scene anywhere else, a lot perhaps in Jefferson County? What's the plan here for trying to?
Well, from here, the cars are impounded and held per our policies, and anytime we have a fatality, they'll be taken to our tow yard that's contracted through the city. The investigation will continue, for many, many days, if not weeks on this. The cars, we're still trying to identify what some of the cars even are.
Is any national NTSB, any federal groups, have they contacted you? Will they be assisting in the investigation?
No, right now the only assistance we're getting is from CSP, State Patrol, and that's for some of the motor carrier stuff that we have.
Do we know if the people who are injured are all from Colorado?
I don't know that answer.
Do you have any conditions for those on the hospital?
No, the 6 that were transported, I haven't heard any conditions on them. Given the magnitude of this whole thing, like I said, that's where I know we have officers dealing with that, but they're at a hospital and being taken care of, and that's, obviously first. We'll get and talk to them as time goes by.
Ty, are you able to talk about some of the stories that people try to help people that were in the moments after this crash?
Yeah, some of the videos that we've seen, there are people running up to the crash site and some of the stuff there. I don't know if we've talked to those people. I don't know if they stayed. Are witnesses? Were they back did they drive up on it? I just don't know their relationship to the crash on that.
Were they at all any help?
I don't know that answer. Given the time frame of first call to first arrival and from first responders and fire and all that, I don't know if they helped get out some of the victims that may have been injured or the people that were not injured in this. I don't know that answer.
Earlier you talked about the mechanics of vehicles still being investigated. Any reason to believe that's changed? Will you be investigating if there were any mechanical issues?
No, we're still looking at it. There's no change in that.
Can you tell us what town in Texas he's from?
Honestly, I don't know. I've heard 2, and I don't know if one's a residence or one's where the trucking company's at. So I don't want to speculate on which one could be each on that. Okay, if we don't have any questions, like I said, we're working on cleaning up still. At this time, I'll turn it over to Tamara from CDOT and let her, if you guys have any questions as far as the road maintenance and clean up from that side of it. Thank you.
Thank you, Ty.
Good morning, everybody. Tamara Rollison, Tamara Rollison, Rollison, CDOT spokesperson.
Just the latest update on road closure and when it's expected to reopen.
So I-70 in both directions at the crash scene will be closed through tomorrow. We don't know when it will reopen tomorrow, but we are working alongside with our partners, emergency personnel, the Lakewood Police Department, and others to help clear the scene. The vehicles have to be cleared before we can really get in there and do our work. We do have a CDOT team deployed. They have been on the scene for quite a while and overnight. We have been inspecting the bridge, and we also have been inspecting the pavement as well. We'll get a better idea of the damage to the pavement once the wreckage can be removed.
You talked about heat damage to the overpass there. Is that something that you were able to get a better idea of in the last few hours?
So our bridge inspectors have been taking a good look at that to see if there has been any damage to the bridge caused by the heat and by the smoke. Right now I don't have the results of that, but certainly will let you know as soon as I know.
Earlier, there was some thought that maybe the westbound lanes would reopen. Is there a reason why that hasn't happened and why this is now going to be until tomorrow when even that side will reopen?
Well, traffic will be detoured around the crash site, so that's what's really important for the safety of the crews out there doing the cleanup.
Tamara, can you tell us, I mean, if the road is severely damaged, what exactly will you people have to do to remedy things to get it back open?
We don't know the extent of the damage to the pavement on I-70, and so that's what we will be taking a hard look once the wreckage can be removed and we can clear more of the debris. We do expect some damage to the pavement. We don't know to the extent, and we are prepared to get in there quickly to repair it as safely and quickly as possible.
And that damage would be from the fire and the
Yes,
intense heat itself?
yes, it would. It would be from the fire, and possibly if there was any kind of oil leakage from the vehicles as well too, or from the tractor trailers. We expect that there was some leakage, oil leakage from those vehicles as well too, which also could cause some damage to the pavement.
And forgive my ignorance, but what can fire do to pavement?
It can eat a hole through it. It can. It sure can. Yeah.
And are you alerting drivers throughout I-70 about this closure? Obviously.
Oh, absolutely, yes, and we certainly appreciate what you're doing for us. And so if you can continue your good work and tell motorists out there to avoid this area, if they can. It's going to be slow going. I-70 in both directions in the crash area will be closed until tomorrow until we do our work. Our first and utmost priority is for the safety of motorists, but we are working hard and diligently with our partners to open I-70 as safely and as quickly as possible.
Tamara, there are a bunch of signs as you come down the hill for drivers of SUVs, cars, trucks alike. Everybody sees those coming down the hill. Will CDOT reassess in any way, shape, or form the messages that they put out to drivers as they approach the hill, the downslope, after such a tragedy like this? Or are you
It's
confident
possible.
that it's adequate?
It's possible as far as what the long-term safety messaging will be following this. We have quite an aggressive safety campaign in which we urge drivers to obey the law, to drive as safely as possible. So it's possible we could take that into consideration.
And the runaway truck ramps that are in place, I believe there are 2 as you come down the hill, maybe more, forgive me.
I believe so. I'd have
Yeah.
to check into that.
Their purpose is what? It appears that this driver ignored the possibility of going into it.
That I don't know, but the runaway ramps are there for should you lose control of your vehicle, you have an out.
How close is the nearest runway ramp?
I'm not sure. I'd have to check into that for you.
We asked Lakewood Police about this as well, but any indication that there is an inadequate number of those runaway ramps, and any reason to think that other drivers have had similar issues with trying to stop?
We have
There just hasn't been backup like that.
We have runaway ramps located where they should be located. Of course, we're always looking at ways in which we can improve our infrastructure all the time. Anything else?
Thank you.
Okay.
Tamara,
Thank you so much. You bet.